Hey everyone, welcome to tonight's recap of The Bachelorette.
Well, we gotta start out with a shout out for Louis 90. Louis 90. Happy birthday. And congratulations on your graduation for a job well done.
Yay.
So last week the rumors were flying on The Bachelorette. Somebody's got a girlfriend.
Or multiple people.
And multiple girlfriends.
So, she still does not have a clue who it is, if it's anyone.
Right. So they're in Whistler, British Columbia. And it's time for the one-on-one date with Michael.
And the clue was, come fly with me.
He looks like a really young, unmessed up Gary Busey to me. Before the motorcycle crash.
So it was a zip-lining date, and whenever they said zip-lining, they wrote zip trekking in the caption.
Because it was branding. Yeah. So, zipline is zipline. Why the hell was she upside down?
I don't know.
Were her boobs too heavy or something? She was like lopsided? Yeah. I got a question for you. What's worse, the squealing or the faces?
I'm going to have to go with the squealing because the faces I can just turn around and ignore, but the squealing I cannot ignore.
All right. Well, Kirsten emailed us some screen caps of Jillian's disgusting faces. I wish we could show them because they were hilarious, but copyright. Mm-hmm. So Michael wants to try it out in the bedroom later on. No. He wanted to be zipped to her.
So then later on that day they had dinner and they had a champagne tasting, and Michael admitted he's a helpless romantic. Guess what, Michael? It's hopeless romantic.
He's pretty hopeless. All right, so...
And he also says he's ready to settle down.
Yeah. And why did you sign up for this, Michael? Are you here for the right reasons? Well, he spilled his guts, said he had a bad breakup, and has not dated a man or woman or chihuahua since then. So, yeah, he got the rose. It's the chihuahua that put him over the edge. Group date.
And it was for Wes, Bobby. Who's Bobby? It's Robby. You wrote Bobby.
Same thing.
Wes, Robby, Kiptyn, Tanner, Ed, Jake, Reid, and Mark.
Let's call it a snow day.
Okay. So they went snowmobiling or snow machining.
Okay. That was really messed up because she chose to have Robby ride with her and made the guys double up. Man on man. That's like two guys riding a motorcycle. I'm sorry, but that's coming off a little gay.
Yeah. So then she has some alone time with Robby and she grills him to see if he's there for the right reasons.
She wants to know who's there with the girlfriend.
No. So he
you're going to tell her? Yeah, I'm here with a girlfriend, but if it works out between the two of us, she's history.
So then Tanner was talking to Jillian, and he's the one last week who told her that everybody's got girlfriends.
Right. He's not going to throw anybody under the bus. He's smart, and he wants to stick around.
Yep.
So he's not going to tell her yet who it is. He knows it's Wes. Even though he's like, oh, I don't know.
Yeah. So then
I'll let you know as soon as I find out.
Wes is like, hello, baby.
That was so sleazy. And he was like, I'm not on the show because I'm having a CD coming out. It's dropping June. So obvious. And he's like, I've been working on that CD that's coming out for a year and a half before my sister even signed me up for the show.
Well, guess what? If it's coming out, doesn't matter how long you worked on it.
That's right. He can't possibly be there for his career.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, then the date moved on to an outdoor ice bar, and she danced on it like a hoe.
Why does she always do that?
When there's a bar, she's going to dance on it.
She thinks it's Coyote Ugly. Minus the coyote. Yeah. All right. Minus the coyote. So then she has a little alone time with Kiptyn. I don't know where the hell they were. It looked like they were in a bedroom somewhere. She said, I like you. Said nothing. She said, I like you. He said nothing. And then she said, "Do you like me?" And he's like, yeah, let's make out. And then they had like this heavy-duty makeout thing.
It's so awkward.
He sent his tongue messenger over to her.
No! Alright. So Reid, she straight up asked him, who has a girlfriend? And he's like, everyone, including myself. I have like 4 and 2 wives.
He's distant, okay? He's not the Ed that she's used to.
We're talking about
Oh,
Reid.
I'm sorry.
Get with it.
I skipped. Ed. He's distant. She's not the Ed that she knew before. He's not the Ed she knew before.
So, it's because his boss had a little conference call with him that morning, and he was like, he basically gave him an ultimatum, like, come back to work or you're fired.
That's right. So, he doesn't know what to do because he likes chili. But he likes to eat, too. He wants to be able to have a job when he comes back. And probably an apartment.
Jill gave him the rose. Sorry.
It is pretty boring.
And, she said it wasn't to put pressure on him, but she wants to reassure him that she wants him to be there and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
and
sure.
she gave him the option of giving it back in a few days after thinking it over.
Okay. Baby, think it over. Remember that?
Think it over.
Yeah. So, it's man-on-man sledding time.
Woo, toboggan.
There was 2 guys per sled. There was 3 guys per sled. Weird. Mm-hmm. Just really weird. Is that something that they do up in Canada all the time?
It was time for another one-on-one date, but this time with Jessie.
It's a ski plane, and the clue was it's time to break the ice.
So they landed on a glacier.
I know. And then they were running around and tackling each other in the snow and, like, trying to make snow angels that never really happened. I guess the snow was really thick.
Yeah. It is a glacier, after all.
Then they said, hey, let's go get dinner, and all they did was sit in front of a fire. I didn't see them eating anything. I saw them drinking plenty.
I'm sure they edited out dinner.
Well, she confessed that she wanted 60 kids when she was a little girl. And he confessed that he's only been in love once. Uh-huh. And he just broke up with her because he was selfish 6 months ago.
Is it too soon?
No. All right. So, fire up the hot tub because I'm ready to squeal at you.
And he loves her voice.
Why?
I don't know. He said
awful.
It's arousing.
Get the rose ready.
Well, yeah, he got the rose.
All right. So, Ed is going to leave.
Mm-hmm.
He calls a meeting with her, a little conference call, and says, I got to go. Because my boss gave me an ultimatum. It's either stay and not have a job or come back and work like a dog. So he needs to work like a dog. And she's upset because he chose his job over her. And that's not cool.
I really didn't see her picking him down the line, though. So
Me neither. Although he seemed like one of the best guys there.
Yeah, but...
She don't like his type, though. You know what she likes. She likes the bad boy.
Yeah.
And even though he's going to leave her and dump her, those 5 minutes with him are going to be better than anything, so...
So she's crying about it, and she's like...
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he says, let me tell you, I want to keep the rose. No one else should have this rose except weird. For me.
Okay, you can have it.
Yeah, it's just a flower. It's okay. Mm-hmm. I mean, even if you had, like, given it back and then been like, you think I could keep that when the camera's off? Yeah. That was just really bizarre.
No one would have had to have known.
All right, so she has a little chat with Chris Harrison, and she tells him that she's pretty sure that she would know if somebody was there for the wrong reasons. No. So then, she's pretty sure in her decisions this week, so she is foregoing the cocktail party.
All right, so let's get right to the roses.
That's
Ed
right.
already left, so only one person is going home this week.
Right, so the first one to get a rose was Reid.
Then Kiptyn.
Then Robby.
Then Jake. Didn't see much of him this week.
No, and then Tanner. What?
So it came down to Wes and Mark, and the final rose went to...
Wes. who says, I'm sorry about Ed.
That was so weird.
What did you do to him? I guess he figures because he's last, and like since Ed was staying, that Wes would have gone home because he was second to last. So Mark is sent home. I got some advice for you, Mark. If you wanted to stay, perhaps you should have tucked your shirt in.
Perhaps.
Because it's a sloppy look. Next week, Tanner freaks out and dry humps the air in his underwear.
No!
Yes, he does.
It had to be bleeped.
Yes, it had to be pixeled out. Wes is smug.
He's talking about how he's been on 6 episodes. He's getting publicity.
That's right, for his CD that's coming out in stores. And then Jillian ruins it for someone in the bedroom.
This was so weird.
Ooh.
They're like, it's the thing that every man has nightmares about.
I'm sorry, I just like totally spit.
Yeah, that was gross. All right, time to go.
Till next time, much love.